Hey, what up, everybody? It's Stephen Breach coming to you. I gotta start my day by going into the gym here. From there, be heading over to work and doing what we do over there and enjoying another day. But last night, biggest news coming out of Monday Night Raw. Well, probably the biggest news actually when you think about it. Most people are talking about Rowan, Ziggler, and Ryback being fired. But honestly, what I think the biggest news is the change to the WWE Championship match. At the 2015 Royal Rumble. Was supposed to be John Cena going up against Brock Lesnar, and now added to the whole mix is Seth Rollins. It's going to be a three-way. I'm not the biggest fan of three-ways. Nothing really big about those, but they're just not my cup of tea. But now Rollins doesn't have to use the Money in the Bank. He's going to be legal in the match. Maybe when the match is over, you could think of if Cena or Brock gets the win, that Rollins is already there. Won't have to run to the back to retrieve his Money in the Bank. He get cashed in right away. I think that definitely is something to really think about. But what I think right now is how the deck is stacked against John Cena right now. John Cena, has the guilt of basically three of his. I'm going to say friends, but that's not the best word to use. Co-workers being fired because of him and the win at Team Cena got at the Survivor Series. He already has that, and now going into the Royal Rumble match itself, you got two heels who are, I don't even know if they've dropped that storyline or not, but you remember when Rollins made the sort of peace offering to Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, where it looked like basically Rollins had become a Paul Heyman guy. I know that they shook hands on Raw like 2 weeks ago when Brock was there, but I don't really know if they're doing anything with that. That's weird to think about. When it all comes down to it, though, man, I don't know. I just think that the deck is stacked too much against Cena. I think that right now it definitely has to be something to come out there and even the odds. I don't know how Rowan, Ryback, and Ziggler are going to get their jobs back. I don't know if Vince McMahon is going to stand up for these guys saying you can't fire them. I don't know if maybe there's a stipulation into the contracts that they got fired from, basically saying that somebody could rehire them. There is going to be no general manager that can step up to the plate and save these guys because the authority basically is the general manager. It's not like we're going to get another, guest host of some past superstar, Roddy Piper, coming back or something like that next week to give them their jobs back. So that's a big question mark. I know when it comes down to me thinking about how Cena is going to win, is basically by the vigilante Sting making his appearance at the Royal Rumble. I think that definitely he could show up and be the deciding factor in John Cena winning the championship. I know that this is a big one for John. This is the one that's going to tie Ric Flair, the 16th time. And I don't know if WWE wants to be. I think that more than likely number 17 will probably be bigger than 16. But I think that definitely 16 will be played in highlight films for a long time, because think of how long it's been since John had a championship win. It's not like he's winning these things like every month like he was doing back in 2005 and 2006. When he was trading the belt back and forth a lot of times, getting a lot of those cheap title wins. But I don't know if the WWE would want that. But I think definitely to build fire to Triple H versus Sting at WrestleMania 31. I think Sting showing up at the Royal Rumble, causing John Cena to beat Brock and Rollins. I think that definitely would have Triple H throwing a temper tantrum about not getting his way, and it would show you that there still is fuel behind that fire. I know that they still bring up the vigilante Sting every once in a while. I know that the WWE and WWE Universe Twitter during Raw will tweet about what Sting is. I wonder what Sting's doing tonight, watching the show or hanging out in the rafters. But we haven't really seen Triple H either. But I mean, it's not like Triple H is still cutting promos on Sting for showing up and getting him fired, and since then I don't know if everything's all smoothed over, but he's came back into power. So basically he's got his way again. So maybe Sting isn't number one on his list. Sting showing up and causing John Cena to get the WWE Championship, something that Triple H doesn't want to happen. Maybe this is something that would make Triple H pull his hair out and jump up and down and say, I want to fight you at WrestleMania. I know that there was that rumor out there that basically Sting signed a deal for WWE for only have 6 appearances. We've already used 1. The Royal Rumble would be 2. Definitely WrestleMania would be 3. So, I mean, going all the way from mid-January, late January, all the way to the end of March for WrestleMania, that he's going to show up the night after WrestleMania, only having, 2 more appearances or 3 isn't that many. So maybe that, I hope that number wasn't right, or maybe they'll make it where he can work more. Definitely the hardest part is finding a way to bring him in. Fitting Sting into the WWE universe probably was pretty hard, and they probably didn't have the best reasoning. They might not even have the reasoning why Sting showed up and cost Triple H this. I mean, Sting's a guy who's never been in WWE before. He's never been held down by the Authority. He's never, hung out with Cena, Ziggler, Rowan. I guess he was in WCW with Big Show. But, Ryback, all of these guys, he doesn't have any past with, not even in TNA or anything like that. So, him showing up and helping these guys out doesn't really make much sense. Triple H isn't the guy that made him lose his job in WCW. It was Vince. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Maybe, Triple H is the figurehead, and maybe Sting's just going to be pissed that WCW lost the Monday Night War. I don't know what the storyline's going to be. But, definitely that's what I'm thinking of right now, is the Stinger coming in and even at the odds, making it 2-on-2. Not a tag match, but definitely coming in there and making sure that Brock and Rollins don't walk out with the win.